What's going on, guys? Sync-WaVey back again with some more GBO2, and today we got the XS Gundam, as I showcased earlier today, like a little bit of testing around and see what it can do. Bro, this thing is literally a monster, bro. Like, this is kind of like what Double Zeta should have felt like. It should have been like Impact. Like, here's my build for you guys as well. I did a little bit more tweaking with it, and I found a like little perfect spot for the suit. Very tanky, as you can see. It's nearly like max. Well, once I've enhanced it, it's definitely going to be 50 in ballistic and 50 in beam, which is insane. And the range, I mean, the range damage is definitely going to be ridiculous. Like, it's at 72 currently. At the end of it, it'll be what, 77? Yeah, about 77, 78. Yeah, I think about 78 maybe. Bro, I'm telling you now, guys, man, this thing's firepower. Like, you think Zeta hits, Double Zeta hits hard, yeah, but this thing hits hard, and it consistently hits hard because there's no downtime really on what it can do. Because just like the C1, you know, you can fully charge, and like, oh, these are separate weapons when you transform, so you can basically charge shot, stun something, cannon, stun them again, transform, shoot them again. Like, you can just keep laying in the DPS. I like, there's like, you know, it can chase things around. You just saw another XS just chase me down and melee me. The downswing for this is basically GPO3, and you know how notoriously strong that downswing is. Like, being able to just, you know, cover some great distance and do a downswing. Also, this is a hover suit, so it kind of feels like it propels a little bit further. 135 speed hover suit, and it's got a downswing like that. I mean, this thing is nippy. Like, this big boy is not just a big boy. Like, he's like, he's a sprinter too, man. He can move on his feet, man. He ain't no Double Zeta where, yeah, it boosts like, it boosts fast and not moves fast. Like, this thing boosts fast, moves fast, and if the ally system comes on, I think like it's gotta be like maybe 10% to speed or something like that. And the thruster consumption is like crazy. Like, you can be in G Fortress mode for like, I didn't even count, but like, if you watch the stream, like, you'll see me testing it, and I was literally like in the air for so long, it was kind of ridiculous. I was just flying around like for ages, and this thing moves in G Fortress mode. Like, when it's boosting, like, it's no joke, man. It is no joke. Like, the thing moves. Like, one part in the stream, like, I was fighting another SX, and like, I think I got him to activate his Alice mode, and he, like, I couldn't catch up to him. Like, he was gone. Like, that G cruiser mode, like, just, it moves like crazy. Like, I just like, well, this is the fastest moving. It feels like the fastest moving transformation. I don't think Zeta has anything on this thing. I think it's faster than Zeta Gundam. Like, as you can see, I'm in that mode right now. Didn't quite get to use too much of it. I think I killed this guy, or we trade kills or something like that. I should have. So I'm still getting used to it. I should have switched to the Vulcan as well. I finished them off. But getting used to my weapon swaps, I could have killed him instead of waiting for this cannon. It's like, I would have shot with the Vulcans. But, you know, still letting it suit.
One thing I like about your player is that you're very strong.
Man, is it fast, man. Like, with the force injectors, it's got 70 thrusters, so we can actually make use of its force injectors, unlike the Double Zeta. I mean, this basically, it kind of makes Double Zeta like look stupid.
start to realize like the team dynamic.
right? Like Double Z has its strengths. The biosensor mode,
You're gonna fucking
it's slightly tankier in terms of HP and like overall stats. I think it's just slightly tankier. But this thing is like a beat. Look at that piercing shot. You know, it pierces full charge as well. Basically like the Zeta, even though it overheats, but it kind of justifies that because you know you can transform and basically do the same thing again because you know it's got its separate weapon, right? But it does the same thing. Like it pierces also in transformation. The cannons do not stun in transformation. They kind of just like for follow-up damage. So, I mean, there's that. You know, it's not got ridiculous amounts of stun potential, even though it does. But, I mean, if the cannon stunned as well on my days, like, it'll just be like a stun machine at that point, you know? And like, tap fire in transformation, when you use the smart beam gun, is basically like the Ashima, like just rapid fire shooting. And it's 15 heat rate, so you can like, you know, it's pretty good at just keeping the pressure down. Proof gets in the way right there on my shirt. This suit is too huge, man. Like can't shoot around it. But I'm happy about this suit. I'm sad about Double Zeta now because this suit literally basically is what Double Zeta should have felt like from the start. Being, I mean, come on, man. Like, being able to transform and chase things and, you know, actually being fast. Like, you know, in the anime, people, you know, the guys are saying that this Double Zeta is super fast. Like, but, you know, in the game, it's like super slow. Like, I actually thought Double Zeta would have been something like this. Like, it would have been a hover suit, but it wasn't, man. So, I was expecting everybody to spawn with me, but everybody, look where they're spawning in other areas. Only Yerb came with me, which was pretty sad. But I probably didn't like look at the time. On the other guys, they probably weren't ready to spawn in. But it's whatever, man. Made a little mistake and spawning there. I spawned. I told you I had to spawn. We spawned in, and I think maybe they caught the waypoint. As you can see, they caught the waypoint before the other guys could make it. That's probably what happened. But yeah, this thing is honestly amazing, man. Like, it's everything that I wanted Double Zeta to be. Basically, it really is. Everything about it is basically what Double Zeta should have been, and that is pretty sad. Pretty sad. So yeah, the combos for this suit, man, pretty juicy. I didn't really showcase much of that in it, but obviously I'm still like getting used to the suit. But you can literally do some pretty crazy stuns on this suit, man, and you know, downswing. You want to downswing into your hip guns as well. Like, you don't want to do another downswing because your hip guns do like over 3k like easily, and certain suits might have higher defenses. But yeah, there you go, man. Fighting against a bunch of excess Gundams, 131,000 damage. Yeah, good games, and catch you guys in the next one. God bless.